Okay, so now we're inside.
Yep. Alright.
Smells good.
So like pretty much all of your outside lights, just pop them. So like that one, these two have these little black buttons on the bottom. That one's got the bottom one, and then that one's in the center where the little arcs are. Like I said, all your blinds or blackouts, they're just tension blinds essentially.
What kind of bulbs are these?
It's actually not really a bulb, it's just like a decorated piece. The light's actually coming from inside shining through. Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about replacing
No,
them?
no.
Okay.
Again, there's outlets everywhere. Two outlets here, 2 USBs up top, so you can charge 4 things. Then you have another set right up front.
Oh.
Yup.
Now is that full?
This actually folds to a bed. It should be a full, yes.
It looks like a full.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
You guys are putting the TV on, right?
I have not heard anything about TV.
Yeah. There's one that goes in there, and there's one that goes back there.
That's
I bought the TV and gave it to him. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh.
Did you bring it and drop it off?
Yeah, last week. Okay.
Right. Now with the fireplace, you see this switch here?
Way over there. Okay.
So pretty much, because this one actually has a setup, but there's another one on the lot out front that's set up exactly like this, but it doesn't have the fireplace. Pretty much, you can't run the microwave and the fireplace at the same time because it's only 30 amp. If it was 50, you could do both. So like right now, you have the microwave on. It turns the fireplace on. So it sends the power from this to that.
Oh, it won't trip the box.
Nope.
It just automatically
That's
does
what
it.
this breaker switch is for. So if you want the microwave, instantly got it. If you want the fireplace for the winter, you got it. Just make sure that, because obviously you'll figure it out. Oh, microwave doesn't work.
That's why.
Just always remember the switches right here.
Okay.
And this door does not open because the water heater's behind here.
Ah.
It's like a trick. You just pull out this panel. The two, they're square tips.
Yeah.
You stick your hand and you'll see that there's 2 valves. There's a hot and the cold, literally. So the direction they're in now, just flip them.
It's a water tank, like a propane tank?
No, it's a water heater.
Oh,
It heats
water
the
heater.
water. Yeah. So I mean, it's
Okay.
kind of like the one at the house
When am I going to do that?
when you go to use it,
Oh.
essentially.
So before we go to Florida, I want to go in there and...
Just turn them. So whichever they're facing now,
Yeah.
you want to turn them so they're facing the tank.
Okay.
And you'll hear it. Like if you hook up the city water and you go in here and you turn them valves, you'll hear that tank start filling up. Then you know
Okay.
it's bypassed.
Now, where's that thing you said, one person inside, one person outside in terms of water?
This right here.
Okay, so
right here
I'm
is
looking for...
You got the on-in button here. You got your extend and retract. The 2 slide buttons. Because you have dual awnings. So you've got the main awning and then the side awning. All your light switches right here. The ones that are still on are the ones that you have to physically touch. So like those going all the way around the outside, you have to physically touch them to turn them off.
Okay.
You have water pump, which is if you're dry camping. Then you have the water heater. The only time you turn this guy on is if you're using propane. If you're using the electric, remember I showed you, you just leave that switch on like it is now.
So I use propane for the boondocking and electric when I'm at the
Yes,
campsite.
exactly.
But I'm looking for the indicator, right?
Yes, all these right here. See how you have gray 1, gray 2, black 1, black 2? And then fresh, the fresh is the freshwater tank. So that's what I'm saying. If you're going dry camping, she's going to sit here and you're going to hold this. And you have a third, 2/3 in full. So when you see it get the full, cut it off.
Okay.
So just knock over there. He should
Just-
be able to hear me.
Yep, just bang on the side of
Okay.
that and he'll hear her. Trust me.
And what were you talking about putting your hand in there in the heater to go to the switch? Can you put your hand in it?
Yeah. After you take this panel out, take these 2 screws out and this panel comes off. You
Then
can
you
literally
can
just stick your
access.
hand in there and turn the valves.
All right.
Put
And that's
your
when it's
hand
time to winterize it, you do that.
When it's time to winterize and unwinterize.
Okay.
But if you don't want to winterize it, you can bring it back here.
Okay.
If you want us to do it, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Right.
But
Yeah. I think he said $70 to winterize it or something. So that's worth it to me.
I would play safe side. We don't need any
Yeah.
small cracks. in
that
the
or somebody can
Okay.
go to your house and do it, and you don't even have to leave.
Oh, somebody from here will go down to Georgetown? Okay. That's good to know.
Like I said, got another drawer.
Anxious to see that.
What were those screws?
I don't know. Unless they were just ones that were extra for me and left in there.
And those slides, now do these lock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, this slide butts up to the sink and this slide butts up. So pretty much, if you were traveling, you could still use the front half. You've got the bed and the toilet. The only thing you can't get to is the fridge. Just because these two slides butt right up to the island.
Okay.
So you'll see when I shut it, this comes in and comes in right about here. So you can't even walk back here when it's shut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some of them are nice and it gives you a little way to walk, but some of them, they suck it right up close.
Okay.
Again, it's just like a house. You got your fan, when you're cooking, you got a light. Most people don't even know it has them lights on there.
Now, is that covered actual glass?
Yes.
So remember
Just
to
make sure
close
it's
that
down
is
because it won't break.
critical.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
I'm surprised it's not acrylic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, that's, well, it would catch fire.
Then you got the oven here, so pretty much you'll turn these same way as a house. Now this only is on propane, obviously. It doesn't
Right.
run on electric.
Mm-hmm.
You have your temperature here for the oven, and then there's a pilot light underneath here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like the olden days. You got to get like a long big lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, if the camper sits for a while, I'll open these up, let the air bleed through, make sure this works first, and then
Right.
as soon as you get the air out of the line at the top, she should spark instantly.
Okay.
So,
Should we do that? Should we light it while we're here?
if you want to.
Do you light it every
yeah.
time you use it? Or you light it once?
I mean, honestly, most people don't even use the oven. Again, it's all preference.
Yeah.
Most people don't
Use
camp in the winter, so they're not really in here. They're outside, so they grill.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So
we're
most
gonna
people
be
only use the
winter.
stovetop.
Well, we're gonna be in Florida.
Yeah, if it's Florida, yeah, you're.
Well, Massachusetts.
All right, we'll figure that out in April then.
So, the same question, do you light the pilot light every time you go to use the
Yes.
oven?
Yes.
Okay.
You shut it down every time we move the trailer somewhere else.
But once you just turn the oven off, the pilot goes off.
Yeah.
Okay. That,
Oh, good.
That's good for me to know. I don't need something burning.
Okay.
All right, this right here is very simple. Okay. You have your on and off switch right here. So like right now, it's in auto, which means it's in electric. But if the power ever cut out, it will switch to propane for you automatically. So like traveling down the road, you keep it in auto. When you plugged into the truck, it'll if you put food in here to travel, it'll stay cool. Now, if you push the button out, it's strictly propane.
Oh,
But there's still coolness coming to the unit.
There's what?
what?
Coolness coming to the unit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through
Pretty much.
propane.
Most people keep it in auto just because, again, they're already paying for an electric site, so why waste the propane for like
Correct.
this and that?
Okay.
So again, the propane does last a while,
Mhm.
believe it or not. The heat is, again, it's going to be if you're winter camping because you're constantly using it. But if the check light does come on, like if she sits for a while, that's if you do it on propane, that's just because there's air in the line. So normally I'll bleed this first and then I'll kick the fridge on. But if you come out the night before and you'll turn it on, turn it in auto.
So you're always switching from auto to on.
Yeah, so like right now it's an automatic, so which is first electric and then propane if the power would cut out. So right now if I went over and unplugged it, it would switch to propane. But as soon as
Okay.
the power comes back on, it goes back.
Automatic.
So every
Just have
time
the
we go
button
to
out.
bed, do you have to switch?
No, you don't have to touch this at all.
Okay.
As soon as you get there, as soon as you turn it on, if you've got it on auto, that's all you got to do. Don't touch it. You don't even have to touch it.
Okay.
The only time you're going to physically touch it is if you want the propane on. Strictly propane.
Which we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you
Gotcha.
leave it in auto,
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
and that's all you got to do.
You have
And
any
where
questions?
is the switch for the blue? And you may not want that. Ah, okay. Just figure it out.
Any questions on the freezer or the refrigerator? Or have you opened them?
No, I don't think they're,
Just
we
push
bought a shelf liner. Oh, okay, they're not glass.
it. No.
Okay. we
Normally
still
the
bought
residential
liner
ones are
so
glass.
things don't move around.
Exactly.
Is it cold in there, Sin?
Yeah, it's cold right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the condenser.
Yeah. Those are yours.
Oh my.
Okay. And then so you push.
Yep, you push it.
Okay. We don't use a lot of frozen food.
No.
6 bags of edamame.
Okay.
And then you hear it click.
Okay.
When it clicks, it latches onto that.
Highly important. Especially when the slides go in. If that
What are the
door
2
were to
keys
be
for?
open.
They're for the doors. You have the deadbolt in the door, then you have the compartment keys, which is 751. So she gets a set, and you get a set. You know, it's backup just in case if something ever gets lost.
Okay, so that slide goes in. Okay. Oh, you should go first.
This right here is very simple. So right
Okay.
now it's on furnace, but you always want to keep it in auto until summertime. Just because with auto, if you leave it on high or whatever, it just kicks the fan on. It doesn't actually give you heat. So if you're using the furnace, just make sure it's in automatic. So pretty much, then you can set the temp for whatever you want. So right now it's off. And then the furnace after a while, you'll hear it kick off. Then when you want, see, like right now you can go high, low, auto.
I like auto.
Yep. And then you have AC, furnace, and then off. So it's only 2 steps. One time turn it on, one time for the speed, and then heat or AC, whichever you want. Which obviously in Florida you probably have the AC on. So
Okay.
depending. Again, I don't know
Yeah.
what Florida's degrees is right now. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
70s in the day, 50s at night.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
now, anyway. Is this porcelain, did I hear, versus plastic? What's that made out of?
Yes, I brought the right trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom is, bottom's porcelain.
Okay. I saw on
Some
YouTube.
of them are all plastic, but this one
Yeah.
has the porcelain
They
bottom.
said these alphas are porcelain, which supposedly is good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Alright, so
strong.
up top you got your fan speed. Typically when you're getting a shower, you want to open this to let out the steam.
Okay.
Just do that, and then there's that little black dial right here, and you can crank her down.
So you want to crank her down when you're traveling, right?
Yes.
And then-
Always have that down.
And the only time you need to open it up is
Is when
when
you're
you're showering.
Yep.
Always have it down.
Yep.
I don't know if I can reach. No. Oh, well, not showering today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
So
you.
they
And
always stay
always
on.
make sure these doors are shut too.
Okay.
Because when you stop and back up, you'll end up.
Are they made of, like, that could still crackle, you're saying? They could, like...
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It wouldn't be like glass where it's in pieces, but you'd have a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Oh, lovely.
Standard shower, hot and cold. You got your little thing here that's like on and off, essentially. There's a skylight up top, let the sunlight through. Medicine cabinet here.
Oh, that's nice. I
You
didn't
got a
see that
GFI
before.
reset too. Normally there was in a bathroom just in case if a breaker or something does pop, you can just hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Now, is that GFI reset
It's real.
all the breakers, some of the breakers? What?
Should do all of them. Should do all of them.
Okay. Oh, that's clutch. I didn't even consider
It's got a
all
lot of
that.
space, too.
There's so much shit in
I know.
there.
Like I said,
Is
you can
this
put
one
towels down here.
closed? So this is another heater type component?
Water pump might be in there.
Okay. For this. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So don't touch.
No.
No touch.
Like I said, you got all your storage for your towels, washcloths, soaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, up here you got your tension bonds too, and your blackouts. Most people think that just because this is an emergency window, you can't open it, but you can. Just pop it out just like that.
Want to do that again?
It just latches itself in there.
Okay.
And then if you ever had to pull the screen off, just pull that red tab. If something ever was wrong, you had to get out.
You still need to put this TV in too. Right there.
Yeah.
30.
USBs here, outlets here. Got hangers on both sides. Storage up
I
top.
was wondering about hangers.
2 pop lights here for like your readers and your nighttime lights. You pull this, you can slide the door.
Ah.
Then you have the physical door on the other side.
Oh
Bless you.
dear, thank you.
There's the extra storage.
Now this you do have to hold up, but you
Yeah.
got just make sure that you're not like smushing the hell out of that pipe
Yeah.
for the heat.
Yeah, that would.
I would probably just,
Box it off.
yeah, just put board or something there, just so you know nothing. Put nothing on top of it.
Yeah, because things can shift.
Exactly.
When you travel down the road, you leave this open like this or shut?
have it just like this.
Okay.
Wow.
Just because
so
when you're moving it.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's going to be hard to get bins for. At that angle.
What, trying to get stuff in?
Bins, yeah.
Bins.
Triangle.
You get the small little square ones.
Yeah. Maybe stack
You
them.
can stack them.
Stack them.
Mm-hmm.
That can work. But there's a lot of space.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh my God, what the heck?
Okay.
Other than that, that's about it, brother.
All right.
Pretty much showing you everything.
Is there any way we can like trip all the breakers and then reset them? Like if we accidentally trip them,
Oh, the fuses.
like turn everything on until it trips?
Well, you got your fuse panel right here.
Ah.
You got
See? Yeah, I'm glad I asked.
Hey, don't talk. Don't ask any
What?
questions, Far.
That's the LP detector, just in case you have the smoke
Mm-hmm.
detectors too, but just in case if there ever was a propane leak, this will pick it up first.
A what? Purpuline?
LP detector for propane.
Oh,
So you don't die of
propane.
CO2 poisoning. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of this is labeled. And it's just like a house. You just flip them.
Now, are they regular fuses if one goes
Yeah,
out?
all
we
these
could
right here are
buy-
labeled. So you got, most of these are all 15 amp fuses.
And you could
See how
just
they're all blue?
buy 'em at Walmart or-
Exactly. Just go to Walmart and get like a little fuse panel kit and just keep it in here, because that's the shittiest part about it, is that breaker only helps if something trips. But if it blows, then you should have luck. So always make sure you have it.
I want to make sure that it wasn't something that, we had to get here.
What do I smell?
Something outside.
Oh,
And
outside.
sometimes at first that
Is it on?
the fireplace isn't on now, but sometimes when they're brand new like that, they tend to have that burning smell to them.
That makes sense.
So you just click it on like that.
There you go. Let's see this.
Then you have it goes to 5, which is like the brightness. It's like a night light.
Ambiance.
Then you have low, high. You have your temp. And then
Wow,
you can
feel
set
it.
it on a timer too.
Oh,
So like
that's
all
smart.
of those buttons are right on here.
I wondered if there was going to be a remote to that.
Just like this one. That's for the Furion. It's CD, DVD, all of that you've got.
It's Bluetooth too, right?
Yeah.
So I can
You can sync your phone
stream.
to it.
Yeah.
So what do you just like,
go in and
Velcro
you'll
this?
find the DV3100. When you go to
Oh.
your Wi-Fi to turn or your Bluetooth to turn it on, you'll pick this up. It'll pick up the nearest thing to you.
Gotcha.
On and off button, your aux. You want to plug in your phone there. Headphone jack, USB. Zone 1 and 2 is outside and inside, so you can have in here, not out there, not in here. Both are neither, whichever you
sweet.
want to do. And then there's presets like a car.
Zone 1 is inside. Zone 2 is outside.
Yep.
Okay. That's good to know.
Well, like I said, most of this stuff you'll figure out after a while playing with it.
Would
too,
you
so.
suggest you just Velcro these remotes down so they don't go flying?
Honestly, you can either throw them in here or you can throw them in these, whichever you want to do.
Okay.
So like pretty much like you have the one for the fireplace, microwave, fridge. So pretty much all of your warranty cards,
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and fill them out and get them sent in, just in case if something does happen while it's under warranty, you're already registered.
Okay.
You're not sitting there waiting around.
Oh yeah.
So that's,
And carry the manuals with you?
yeah, most people just always keep them in here.
Ah. Well,
And
I'll,
believe it or
no
not, it
way.
actually
That's my kitchen
comes
drawer.
with a towel holder
Where do you put that?
in the bathroom,
Okay.
and then it's got a toilet paper holder too.
Sydney, do you know where to put the towel holder? Or you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Okay. What do you do with this space right here? Do people put like a speaker here for the sometimes the TV? What that space right there, above the fireplace?
I mean, honestly, you can put whatever you want there. Because you've got the TV hung up, you've got the DVD, so
I'll bet you that's for like if you want an improved speaker, because sometimes the TV speakers aren't good.
I mean,
for
I
flat
guess if you want
screens.
to put a sound bar there, you
That's
could,
what I meant. Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Oh, like
That's
in our
probably it.
bedroom?
Yeah. Like
The
we have in our
sound bar,
bedroom.
yeah.
Yeah. And the
You got
living room.
pantry.
Nice and big.
Yeah.
It's got a sink cover too, but it also serves as a cutting board.
That's so great.
And then this guy just has that little pot plate too. Like I said, there's a lot of storage in there for all the food and stuff. All the stuff on the bottom. Like I said, and all these are just your little pot plates.
Now what's is this actually usable?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's like spices.
Exactly.
And then this just holds this up.
Yeah, it's just like a little backboard for the backsplash.
So don't
No, like I
necessarily
said,
put
there's
anything
nothing
there.
you have to mess with.
Don't put anything there.
No. Just
Okay.
because when you fold this up, they kind of rest on there.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So I mean, you have all this. You know, you
Yeah.
can plug in the coffee maker here. You could plug it in. I'd probably plug it in here because you got more room.
Oh, I use a French.
Okay. Oh, we should make sure these seat vibrators work.
Go ahead, play with them.
Play with your vibrators, Sin.
There you go.
Massage.
Ew. What's this? Oh, to strap the chairs down?
Yeah.
You want to show me how to do that since I'm in charge inside? So one strap for all 4 chairs.
I need to ask Neff because normally they're screwed into the floor, but that's why I don't know if those screws are in there. I mean, honestly, when this slide comes in, those chairs shouldn't even go anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, well then it's just, if you're going like
Like I said, when this slide- when
Montana,
this
going
slide
up a
comes in,
mountain,
Nope.
something like that.
You see this here? You've got the LED light on both sides.
So you can see
You've
where
got
they
heat, and what you do is you see this little button right here.
Mm-hmm.
You push it, it locks it in. So if your hand runs across it, it doesn't undo anything.
I don't really feel the vibration too much. Try this one. Oh, I got a
It sounds like
sweatshirt
it's
on.
vibrating.
It sounds like. Here, you sit here and try it. Maybe it's my sweatshirt.
It says massage though.
You can feel it on your back.
Oh, I feel it.
Can you
feel it?
Oh, good.
And these are just seats, right? Or are they recliners?
Recliners. Inside.
where's the-
Inside.
Oh, that's right. I had trouble
Pull
with that
that
last
little-
time.
Yep.
Oh, on this side.
Yeah. See that little metal lever right there on the side by the couple?
Okay, pull it.
There you
Oh.
go.
Oh. Oh, massages all the way up through your neck.
And it'll do that all day if you want it to.
All day.
There you go.
What a lazy piece of shit. What you got
That's the
going
only
for lunch?
massage parlor that doesn't
Cindy.
tell you no.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
what you got going for lunch?
Do that.
Nothing. I'm massaging.
You're in my work chair, Harry.
How do I turn it off?
Just push it. See how it's locked? You just push it. Turn it on. Just tap
Cindy,
it.
why don't you pull that out so you know how to? Yeah, the couch.
I've never opened up a. Usually,
You just pull these guys off.
Okay,
They're-
so the
Yeah, they're
removal.
Velcroed. See the
Oh, wow.
metal legs underneath.
Wow, it's spongy. This is great.
That might be your bed.
Got the
Yeah.
metal legs right here.
In front of the fire.
Oh my god. Oh, what a surprise. I'm so glad. I would have been trying to get this one to go open.
It takes a minute.
Wow. But then why is this so your legs go up on leather or does
Yeah.
this
I don't
extend
know.
more?
That's just how they do it.
And then people take the pillows and put them up next to the window.
Oh, this is amazing. I really am surprised with this. Most sofa beds are like
This one's very comfortable.
all coiled and crapped up.
They've come a long way. I'll tell you.
You
that.
gotta build it. You gotta buy a big old mat, thick
Exactly. And this guy
orthotic
here,
mattress. Okay.
fold your legs back in. They're still because they're new.
Okay.
And you
And
just
bend
kick it
it.
back. She falls right back in place. And then you put in.
Oh. Well, we're not using this till my daughter got married and moved to Massachusetts.
There you go.
They want to go to Maine with us, so
Did it?
yeah, I already bought their sheets for us. But luckily, I didn't buy a mattress because they just need a rough, thin one.
Mm-hmm.
To get a thick one, it may
Okay,
not.
say goodbye, Sin.
May not
Bye bye.
fit. Oh, bye, Dustin.
See ya, Dustin.
See you, bye.